everyone, my name is Shinta Oktaviani Waruwu. I want to explain about chapter 9, Confidentiality and Privacy Control. 4 basic actions taken to maintain the confidentiality of sensitive information. The number 1 is identification and classification of information to be protected. The first step to protect the confidentiality of intellectual property and other sensitive business information is to identify where such information resides and who has access to it. The number 2 is encrypt the information. Encryption is extremely important and effective tool to protect confidentiality. It is the only way to protect information in transit over the internet. The number 3 is control access to the information. Information right management software provides an additional layer of protection to sensitive information that is stored in digital format, offering the capability not only to limit access to specific file or document, but also to specify the action that individuals who are granted access to the resource can perform. The number 4 is the training. Training is the most important control for protecting confidentiality. Employees need to know what information they can share with outsiders and what information needs to be protected. Privacy. The third service framework privacy principle is closely related to the confidentiality principle, differing primarily in that it focuses on protecting personal information about customers, employees, suppliers, or business partners rather than organizational data. The controls that need to be implemented to protect privacy are the same ones used to protect confidentiality: identification of the information that needs to be protected, encryption, access control, and training. Privacy control. The first step to protect the privacy of personal information collected from customers, employees, suppliers, and business partners is to identify what information the organization possesses, where it is stored, and who has access to it. To protect privacy, organizations should run data masking programs that replace such personal information with fake value before sending that data to the program development and testing system. Data masking is also referred to as tokenization. Privacy concern. There are two main issues related to privacy. 1. Spam. Spam is unsolicited email that contain either advertising or offensive content. Spam is a privacy-related issue because recipients are often targeted as a result of unauthorized access to email address, list, and database containing personal information. 2 is identity theft. Identity theft is the unauthorized use of someone's personal information for the perpetrator's benefit. Privacy regulation and generally state the privacy principle. There are 10 practices internationally recognized to protect privacy information customer. 1. Management. 2. Notice. 3. Choice and consent. 4. Collection. 5. Use and retention. 6. Access. 7. Disclosure to third parties. 8. Security. 9. Quality. 10. Monitoring and enforcement. Encryption. What is encryption? Encryption is a preventive control that can be used to protect both confidentiality and privacy. Encryption protects data while it is in transit over the internet, and also provide one last barrier that must be overcome by an intruder who has obtained unauthorized access to stored information. Factors that influence encryption strength. 1. Key length. Longer key provides stronger encryption by reducing the number of repeat blocks in the ciphertext. 2. Encryption algorithm. The nature of the algorithm used to combine the key and the plaintext is important. 3. Policy for managing cryptographic key. The management of cryptographic key is often the most vulnerable aspect of encryption system. Type of encryption system. Two basic types of encryption system. 1. Symmetric encryption. Symmetric encryption uses the same key both to encrypt and to decrypt. 2. Asymmetric encryption. Asymmetric encryption have two keys. One key called the public key is widely distributed and available to everyone. The other, called the private key, is kept secret and known only to the owner of the pair of keys. Hashing. Hashing is a process that takes plaintext of any play and create a shortcode called a hash. Hashing is different from encryption in two aspects. First, encryption always produces ciphertext similar in size to the original plaintext, but hashing always produces a hash that is of a fixed short length, regardless of the size of the original plaintext. The second difference is that encrypted text can be decrypted, but it is not possible to transform a hash back into the original plaintext. Digital signature. A hash encrypts with the hash creator's private key. The resulting encrypted hash is a digital signature that provides assurance about two important issues. 1. That a copy of a document or file has not been altered. 2. Who created the original version of a digital document or file. Digital certificate and public key infrastructure. A digital certificate is an electronic document that contains an entity public key and certificates the identity of the owner of that particular public key. This system for issue pairs of public and private key and corresponding digital certificate is called a public key infrastructure. Virtual private network. Virtual private network is encryption and authentication to securely transfer information over the internet, thereby creating a virtual private network. That's all of my presentation. If there is unclear material, you can ask in column commentar. Thank you for your attention.